Welcome to The American Dream, a show that started right here in San Diego, America's finest city, that now spans positive media all across the country, real stories in real neighborhoods. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, and here's The American Dream. Welcome to The American Dream, a real show, not a reality show. The real estate, the lifestyle, the culture.
It's not just about what you're living in, but the community you're going to live in.
High-rise luxury living.
People are the vehicle, people are the connection, people are the expansion.
Helping folks just like you find your dream home.
It just never disappoints.
Real stories in real neighborhoods with real experts. The opportunity to achieve our biggest goals and aspirations.
Here's the American Dream.
Welcome to the American Dream TV Selling Cleveland. I'm your host, Christy Morick.
And I'm your host, Kayla Cothran.
Today we are featuring both Kelly's Island and Put-in-Bay, two stunning destinations just a short drive away from Cleveland.
A battle of the islands.
A battle of the islands. I think that sounds fun. Let's go. We are at Kelly's Island Wine Company, and I am with the owner, Abby Rosado. Thank you so much for joining us today. Tell me everything that I should know about this beautiful winery.
For sure. Well, welcome to the Kelly's Island Wine Company. I am third generation. It was started in 1982 by my father and my grandfather. As the family grew, so did the business. And me and my husband, about 4 years ago, opened the Monarch Winery right down the street where we're gonna visit next.
We are.
Yeah.
I can't wait. What's your favorite wine in this place?
So my favorite wine is the Robbie Rosé. I'm
Okay.
a rosé girly, and it's named after my mom, so can't go wrong with that.
I can't wait to try it. Let's
Awesome.
go.
Let's head inside.
As promised, we are now at Monarch Winery on Kelly's Island. First, I have to say, we just sampled all their wine slushes. Oh my God.
I know, they're next level. They're so good.
If you ever come to Kelly's Island, for that alone, it will be worth your trip.
Yeah, so this is Monarch Winery. So this is me and my husband's endeavor, opened about 4 years ago. This is our beautiful greenhouse that we plant every year. We have like a huge array of charcuterie items here. So many specialty cheeses, so many specialty meats, and a whole lineup of wine slushies. Can't go wrong with a wine slushie on a hot day.
So next we're off to Put-in-Bay.
You guys have to check out Joe's Bar. It's so fun over there. Not as fun as here though.
We'll definitely go check out Joe's Bar.
Awesome.
We're at Mojito Bay on Put-in-Bay Island for Battle of the Islands. And we're here with Carlos. He is the longest running bartender at this bar, from what I've heard.
I've been here 8 seasons, loved every one of them.
Gotta love it. So tell us, why is Mojito Bay the best? Tell us, what days are the best to come out here?
Well, you can look around, it's beautiful here. Got sand, swings, great bartenders, great drinks.
What's your favorite drink?
My favorite drink is the pomegranate mojito.
I have to agree, it's excellent.
Yeah, we do everything fresh here, fresh mint, lime, simple syrup, muddled up, a little Bacardi, a little pomegranate liqueur, and club soda. Nice and refreshing.
Sounds like amazing. Plus, you have a lot of other things that go on here at night.
Oh yeah, we have bands every night during the season, 8 to 11, right on our big main stage back here. Always a good time here at Mojito Bay.
And then what day did you tell me was the best day to come to Put-in-Bay?
Every day is a good day on Put-in-Bay.
Every day is a good day at Put-in-Bay. Thank you for joining us on this super fun episode of American Dream TV, Selling Cleveland. I'm your host, Christy Morick.
And I'm your host, Kayla Cothran.
We can't wait to see who wins the Battle of the Islands.
I'm Teresa Slowey-Whittam, your host of American Dream TV, Selling Cleveland. Today, I want to take you to Chagrin Falls, Ohio, and show you the charm of this beautiful village. One of the first things you will notice are the well-preserved 19th century buildings that reflect the history and the charm of Chagrin Falls. The architecture and the vintage storefronts that make up the center of town are surrounded by century homes, which offer your first nostalgic glimpse at how this unique blend of small-town environment is appealing to sophisticated families today. One of the best ways for me to share with you about life in the village is to introduce you to a longtime resident and good friend of mine, Bridget Rausch.
Hi, honey, nice to see you. Got your coffee, so what's up?
So I want to share with our viewers what it's like to live in the village. I thought I would have you, a 25-year resident, give us a walk around and tell us some of the best aspects about the village of Chagrin Falls.
I would love to share some memories.
Let's go. Go. Thank you. So one of the most quintessential parts of Chagrin Falls would be the falls itself. Absolutely. The Chagrin River runs right through the middle of town. It's surrounded by Riverside Park, where there's a playground and you can feed the ducks. And then you continue on to the popcorn shop, where you have the natural waterfall. Absolutely the best place to visit when you're in town.
So one of my favorite places in the village is the Documentary Film Festival. They just secured this building as their permanent home. And it's really terrific. It's been around a little over a decade, and Marianne has done a great job getting funding and bringing business to the area, and, you know, bringing to light some of those documentary filmmakers out there, locally and internationally. And one of my really favorite parts about the village are all the cool boutiques. Remnants here, Virginia does a great job, not only with her merchandise, but kind of her life philosophy. We also have Haven. One of my favorite places to shop is Nola True. Susie does such a great job, and I love that there's just kind of limited stock. You buy it, you feel like not everybody has that, which is great. A wonderful location is Hutch's. Great place to look for gifts, cool stuff for your home, and their jewelry selection is great as well. I also love Shed. I love that there's a mix of clothing, jewelry, small gift ideas, but one of my favorite is the Fireside Book Shop. This is a great place when my kids were growing up. They have a children's section upstairs. The kids could pick some books, we could hang out there, and then walk across the street to yours truly for some not-so-fries, world famous, I might add. So it's just easy from house, downtown, quick walk, and there you have it. It's a good life. So Teresa, if I really have to share my most favorite part of living in the village is really the community, the neighbors. They're more than just neighbors to me, they are friends.
Speaking of community, we are standing right in front of your home now. We just walked a couple of blocks from the center of town. It might be a great time to come inside, meet your husband, and look at your home. Come on in. Jeff, thanks for having us.
Yes.
Being here.
Yeah. So Jeff and I have lived here for 25 years. And over those 25 years, we've done some nice renovations.
So Jeff, when you purchased this house 25 years ago, it was 99 years old at the time. I would like to know a little bit of the history of the house.
Being 99 right on the edge of 100, there were some items in the house it was going to take a lot of TLC to take care of. It was our quest, our commitment, and our vision to do that.
My favorite part is the stained glass window. What is the backstory of that?
Initially, historically, this window was an entrance. So on this wall and the opposite wall, there were two drives and platforms for the horse and buggy to have the residents come in the house through the two sides. When we had the horseless carriages then we saw a window went in. But I've done a lot of lead repairs, a lot of color refinements, and polished it up, and it's nice and shiny today, and definitely a centerpiece of this family room here.
Beautiful. So Jeff, tell me about these beautiful built-ins that you have in the center of your home.
This is our servery, sort of like a butler cabinet with drawers and leaded glass, old time glass on here, just to display our pieces and trays and doors for other storage of essential things to entertain and have family dinners.
It's easy to see why Chagrin Falls holds such a special place in the hearts of its residents, from the history and the architecture to the natural beauty of the community, but also the vibrant community life and the neighborhood lifestyle here. I'm Teresa Slowey-Whittam, your host of American Dream TV Selling Cleveland. Until I see you next time, be well.
Corey Yelton here with Fairway Mortgage and your American Dream host. Today I'm bringing a story to you that is very near and dear to my heart about how a member of our community is helping to keep the American dream of homeownership alive. Here at Collection 21, you can view his private collection of over 250 American-made cars from 1903 to the 1980s, and also help to make affordable housing options available to families in need. So let's go take a ride through American innovation. Well, now we're inside Collection 21, and I'm here with David Hastings, who is the Director of Housing Opportunities in Northern Kentucky. Thanks for joining me today, David.
Thank you, Corey. Appreciate the opportunity.
So tell me, what does Housing Opportunities of Northern Kentucky do for our community?
We rehab homes, sometimes we build them, and we create homeownership opportunities for folks. So our goal is to help folks who are struggling in this current market to get into an affordable home and to help them on the path to homeownership.
And so that's done through a lease-to-own program. So tell me more about that.
We're really unique in this area to have a lease-to-own program. The goal is that within 12 to 18 months, the folks in our program are in a place where they're living in the home and then be able to purchase their home by the end of that 18 months or less.
I presume you don't own all these cars. So tell me, why are we here? What is the connection with the collection and Housing Opportunities of Northern Kentucky, which we affectionately call HONK? What is the connection here?
Yeah, we've known the owner for a little while. This is a private collection. There's about 250 vehicles here, vintage, antique. He's been collecting for a while, and he's been, I think, wanting to share this with people, but also do something good with it. So about 2 years ago, we were having some conversations about how can we make this more available to the public and to support HONK. So that's kind of where this started. Yeah, we're very appreciative of the opportunity. It's been amazing to be involved in this.
So when visitors come, there is a suggested donation. Is it $15?
It is, yeah. So we're open from on Fridays and Saturdays, open the doors at 10. We let the last folks in at 3. And it's a suggested $15 a donation per person. We do let kids 12 and under in for free, but every dollar that's collected at the front door comes to HONK. So the owner doesn't keep any bit of it. 100% is passed on to the organizations, and that is what helps us to be able to rehab homes and to help more folks get into homeownership.
So tell me, what is the most popular car in the collection, or what are people drawn to when they come?
Yeah, the neat thing is that there's something here for everybody. So like there's 250 and there's only 3 that are not American made. So the owner does have an affection for American made automobiles, and they range from 1903 up until pretty much the modern day. But there's something here for everybody. And, you know, if you're really into Fords, you're going to find what you like. If you're really into like the old style, like early automobile history, you're going to find that. If you're more about the 50s and 60s and the fins and everything that they had back then, you're going to find that. But one of the neat things is that the technology has changed, and they were doing a lot of innovation in the early years of the automobile, and you can see that in progression while you're here.
And is there anything coming, or is this sort of it?
No, it is changing regularly, yeah. Just this past week, there were 2 new vehicles that came in. So pretty much anytime you come, you're probably gonna see something new.
Awesome, and I'm sure people enjoy walking back through history and sort of maybe seeing the car that their parent drove when they were a kid or a grandparent. So that's awesome. Well, thank you so much for spending time with me today. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for coming. Yeah, love to show this off.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed seeing just a glimpse of what this amazing car collection has to offer, and I hope you'll come out and visit us this weekend. Thanks for joining us, and I'll see you next time.
Today, we're going to visit with Loveland Paddle Sports, Narrow Path Brewing Company, and the Works Brick Oven Pizza, housed in a really cool historic building. I can't wait to show you around. We are here alongside the Little Miami River, which flows through historic downtown Loveland. Rivers and railroads brought many people together many years ago, and they still bring lots of people to Loveland today. The Little Miami flows 111 miles through 5 counties and joins the Ohio River east of Cincinnati. I'm here with Mark Bersani, the owner of Loveland Paddle Sports. Tell us what a day on the Little Miami with Loveland Paddle Sports looks like.
Well, it's beautiful, and what I always tell people is that, today life is so busy and so hectic, and we get kind of caught up in all of that, and we're running at a frantic pace. So the river gives you a couple of hours to just decompress and disconnect from technology, but reconnect with family and friends.
A short walk or bike ride down the trail takes us to the award-winning Narrow Path Brewery, located right on the Loveland Bike Trail. We're here with Chad Powers, the owner of Narrow Path Brewing Company, right on the Loveland Bike Trail. You call yourself a creative, nimble, 5-barrel brewery. Tell us about that.
Everything that we do is kind of small batch. We make enough to be profitable, but we make a small enough batch that we can be really nimble and really creative with what we do. We really try to vary up the recipes quite a bit, so there's always something new when you come in. We have a few crowd favorite standbys, but we always have a rotating draft list. We got a small batch board, so we're always mixing it up.
We're just a few steps off the Loveland Bike Trail here at the Works Brick Oven Restaurant. The former owners brought this rail car here and integrated it into the restaurant as a nod to Loveland's railroad heritage. The building also has significant historical relevance to the town of Loveland. Let's go take a look inside. I'm thrilled to be here today to introduce Heather Fry, COO of the Works Brick Oven Restaurant, and she's going to tell us a little bit about this fascinating building and the Works Restaurant.
So basically the Works was opened in 2003, but the building originated in 1905. It was a water filling station for the steam locomotives. It was a public works building. It was also an electric company. And then in 2003 is when it became the Works.
And absolutely. And one thing that makes it unique is the train car, when they bought it and they brought it all the way over here, what year was that?
I believe it was 2012.
It was the original. There were no heat. Yep. There was no air conditioning. So we were limited on when we can use it. But last year we did a huge remodel in the train car and we put air conditioner in, we have heat, we have new chairs. You can use it year round.
Ellie Kowalczyk. Thanks for joining our Loveland tour today. Whether you come to Loveland to live, shop, eat, or play, Loveland does not disappoint. Until next time, I hope you are living your version of the American dream.
Welcome to American Dream TV, Cincinnati, Ohio. And we're downtown right now to check out one of our favorite spots, BBQ Chicken. And we're minutes away from the Bengals Stadium. Let's take a look inside. By chance, I ran into Jara, my business partner, who happens to be a food connoisseur. Jara, can you tell us a little bit about this place?
Sure. Hi. Mason, I would like to ask you, do you know what BBQ stand for?
Yesterday, I thought barbecue.
It stands for best of the best quality. And this place is originated in South Korea, in Seoul, and they have like 1,000 locations. But this happens to be the only place in Cincinnati in downtown, which is only minutes walk from the Bengals Stadium. I think we're gonna try hot mala, Gangnam Style, the original, and honey garlic.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be full. So, Jara, what makes these wings so special?
Confidential. I promise it will be the best wings you've ever had.
I can't wait to dig in. And now, let's go out to Hyde Park and check out a cool listing, shall we?
Yes, well, we have to eat first. Let's dig in first.
All right, we'll do that first. We're up in Hyde Park, one of the most premier locations in Cincinnati, hands down. Speaking of, 3203 Observatory Avenue, one of the most premier listings we have too. So come on, let's take a look. Welcome to beautiful Hyde Park in this amazing estate. Huge, 6-bed, 3-bath, hands down one of the nicest places on Observatory that we've seen in a long time. The stained glass, just phenomenal. It's been kept up very nicely. Not to mention the doors and the windows and all the natural light. It's just wonderful. The floors, as you can see, are original. They've been kept up very well. And even the pocket doors, down to the studs that, taken, shaven down and redone. The kitchen completely updated to the nines. And the master is just out of this world. Huge rooms, huge bathrooms, not to mention a great yard in a great location. We made it to Hyde Park Square, just coming back from our beautiful listing. And thanks again for joining us on another edition of American Dream TV. I'm your host, Mason Crossland, signing off.
Welcome to Small Town USA. I'm your host, Jamie Morrell. Join us as we explore local hidden gems, serving up delicious treats, and promoting a sense of community right here in Plain City, Ohio. Let's go. We are here today at Front Porch Home with the owner, Cheryl. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
So what inspired this shop?
So we moved to Ohio in 2017, and I had been a stay-at-home mom for like 13 years. And there were, as we started living here, I noticed there was no little shops like this, and wouldn't it be awesome if, and so Front Porch Home was born, and we've been open now for 3 years.
That's awesome. Where did the name come from?
That's funny that you asked that, because we actually started as Simply Southern, and we ran into a little bit of problems, so we changed our name to Front Porch Home. And a lot of it has to do with all the cute little houses here in the uptown. They all have super cute little front porches, so I thought, wouldn't that be kind of cool? So yeah, that's where it came from.
Okay. So if somebody was walking down the street, what would you want them to know about your shop?
Just that we have all kinds of home decor, and that we also change seasonally. So, right now is every day, but we'll slowly transition into fall, and then it'll be Christmas. And it's always warm and welcoming to come inside. So please come in.
So where can people find you, whether in person or online?
So we're here in the Uptown at 114 West Main Street in Plain City, and online, Facebook and Instagram is frontporchhomeohio.com.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah. Now that we're done shopping, let's head on down to Plain City Nutrition and check out their drinks that are anything but plain.
I'm Haley Joskowitz. We are at Plain City Nutrition in Plain City, Ohio. After high school, I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life, so I visited Louisiana, and I ran across a place like this, and I fell in love with the products and the teas and the shakes and just how they tasted and what they looked like. So I came back here. I actually ended up going to school to be an ultrasound tech. That was during COVID, and I'm not a very sit down in the classroom type of person. I do better in person with people. So I went to a place like this around here, and I just kind of asked some questions of what I can do to open up a place like this, because I thought it was really good for Plain City. So I had some really amazing partners that taught me how to do this, and here we are a year later. I opened up, and it's been thriving ever since. We have healthy shakes and high energy teas. All of our teas have 160 milligrams of caffeine, B12 vitamins, collagen, and aloe, so keep you nice and energized throughout your day. And then our shakes have 24 grams of protein, 21 essential vitamins, and they'll keep you full for about 2 to 3 hours.
Thanks so much for joining us. Tune in next time.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show, produced from America's finest city, but shot in the heart of your neighborhoods. Don't forget positive media when the world really needs it. Follow us on social media at The American Dream TV. See you next time. In the meantime, cheers to your American dream.